My name is Aman and I will talk about the pros and cons of buying real estate with the help of Mark's story in this video. Mark is a successful business owner who is in the highest tax bracket of 50%. He wanted to invest in 3 real estate properties. One was for earning rental income over the long term, while 2 other properties were for flipping to make a profit. Mark was confused about whether he should buy the properties personally or through a corporation. Mark went to a chartered professional accountant who had the necessary skills and experience to assist Mark in a tax-efficient strategy. The accountant advised Mark that the rental income is classified as passive income inside the corporation, which gets taxed at about 50% tax rate inside the corporation. Moreover, the cost and complexity of the corporate structure was not suitable for a rental property. As a result, Mark was advised to buy the rental property personally instead of through a corporation. Well, for the other 2 properties which Mark wanted to flip, the accountant advised Mark that he could pay tax at about 50% if he flipped the property personally. The accountant suggested Mark to buy these properties inside the corporation to enjoy a lower tax rate of around 12.20%. Next, the accountant presented options to Mark regarding the corporate structure for the properties. The first one was buying each real estate in each separate corporation. If Mark wanted to buy large multi-unit buildings and commercial properties, which typically come with higher risk, then this approach was more suitable. The accountant advised that Mark will need to pay legal fees to the lawyer for setting up 2 different corporations. Also, Mark would need to pay the annual corporate tax filing fees, which ranges from $1,000 to $1,500 per year for each of the companies. The second structure with relatively lower setup cost was holding multiple properties in one corporation. With a proven record of financial information from properties, the potential for the bank to allow the corporation to qualify for financing on its own without a personal guarantee on the mortgage from Mark could improve significantly. The accountant told Mark that under this structure of holding multiple properties under one corporation, if he plans to buy even more properties in the future with the help of investors, his property portfolio will be larger, and if he can hire more than 5 employees to manage the properties, well, his rental income too would be considered as active business income and enjoy 12.20 small business tax rate. The accountant also told Mark that with a good record of financial performance from the properties in the same corporation, the bank might have greater confidence to directly qualify the corporation for financing on its own without a personal guarantee from Mark. Mark had now gained clarity on how to do the structuring for the real estate deals and thereby saving the highest amount of dollars in tax. If you are planning to buy real estate, it is best that you have a chartered professional accountant help you structure the real estate deal. If you want to be notified about our new tax stories, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Until then, bye.